There. I got it. I think I got it. You let me know if you can hear me now. Missy. I'm trying. I think I got it. There. I got it. I did. I got it. I heard myself. I heard myself. Now, if I can get this hooked up in here without shutting it off, that'd be great. Jeez. Well, I broke my last camera thing, so I had to get a new one. Whoops. So now, there we go. Everything's new, and so it's tough for me to set it up. Everything's new, Donna. All right. So I'm trying to... I put it on mute in the beginning so I can set up and stuff. And then I forgot to... And then it's been so long since I've been here, I forgot how to unmute it. That's funny. I forgot what I was doing. All right, I lit my incense. I blew my smoke. Some of it anyways. I got one more thing here. All right, so we know how this goes. This is a kind of a self-help deck. It's the Fountain Tarot deck, and then I do an oracle draw from the unicorns. That's kind of what I work with. I do have other decks. I just got this one, which is really fun. I haven't done much with it yet. This hasn't even opened, but I have the deck open and I had it out. I worked with it a little bit the other day. And I do have the Thoth deck too. So if you go top right, there is my Etsy shop there. You can copy and paste that link and book private readings if you would like. Out of one of those decks. Oops. That's going to be fun. And then I got my candles going here. This is currant, spiced blackberry, and black cherry. And then I lit my little rope incense and we blew the tobacco out on everything. And my PayPal is up there. I have Cash App now too, but I haven't ever used it yet, so that's kind of fun. All right, Miss Donna, so you know how to do this. You can pose your question out loud so the rest of us can see it for fun. You can either do that or you can message me and tell me your question, or you can keep it to yourself and I'll just pull cards, however you want to do it. Okay. So I'll pull you a couple and we'll see what goes on. I have missed sitting in this chair, let me tell you what. It's so nice to let go of the world, come in here and sit down and relax, okay? And see if something comes through for you. What I would suggest is if you're coming in, I have a paid list. To get on the list, you pay your $5. Okay, and then I'll pull you a card. Sometimes 3 cards are nice too. You thinking, Donna? Okay, while I'm talking, you can think. So it's $15 for 3 cards, which is kind of fun. Sometimes we can get a lot off just 1 card too for 5, so that's okay too. Either way you want to do it, or you can book private ones. And then we have super chat and super stickers down there where you comment. You can do those too, and I'll put you on a list And I check my PayPal periodically here as we go through. Okay, and then when my list gets too long, then I cut it off. But I have my group and the channels linked there for you guys too. Okay. All right, you think, Miss Donna? All right. So are you feeling stuck? Is that what the problem is? Because, you know, we're moving forward even if there's nowhere else to go, you know. I mean, so we're either stuck because something happened and you can't get over it. So it would be, because it's kind of cool to be able to, if you're trying to get over something, for example, to say, how do I get over this? Okay. So if you have something particular, okay. So we could frame the question better since I know what comes through best for me on this deck. Okay. So if you're feeling stuck, then we will say, how can I overcome this spot? Okay? And that's what we'll do. Did we touch on this in your reading a little bit at the end there? I think we did a little bit. Can't remember if I didn't give you any homework to do. All right. Let's try, because feeling stuck stuff's coming in already. Okay. Did we? Okay, I remember that now. I remember that now. All right. Let me just... A lot of this is listening and feeling for me, so even if I don't have the cards, I can still do it, you know? But the cards just help you get in tune to what's going on, you know? At least that's what it does for me. All right. So let's do it. Let's see what it does. Oh, your illnesses? Okay. All right, let's see what it says. Oh, this is a health question then. Okay, you had a stroke. And your concussion. Okay. All right. Okay, Donna. We'll get it going here. Girl, you know I'll pull 5 cards for you. You know I'll pull all 5 for you. All right. Send your 5 and then I'll do all 5 for you. We'll get you warmed up and going on for your day here. So January and December and January 2020, you had a stroke, and a concussion is from a fall then, right? So you had a stroke and you must have fell and hit your head then. Is that what happened? Okay. You had a really good reading last time, I remember. Didn't you? All right. Okay. All right. I seen it. All right. Let's do it then. Thanks, honey. All right, we'll do it up then. All right, so the first card. Thanks, Donna. Thank you, miss. Thank you, miss. All right, so we'll pull your first card, and your first card usually is dealing with your question. And I'll know from the beginning here if we're right on. And this is the Queen of Wands. Oh, she's pretty. I always love it when she comes. You always have this beautiful reading. You always have this beautiful feeling every time I talk to you, Donna. It's nice. I love the Queen of Wands. So she's always about compassion, which is kind of a big deal right now. We all really need it. And thank you, Donna. So I'll tell you the story of the card, okay? Because I love the story. The person who made this deck was really cool. So I'll tell you what the book says, and then you know how I do it, and then I tell you what I feel, or I can tell you what I feel first, and then the book, whatever. But we know what your question is, so this is all to do with your question, okay? So the Queen of Wands is never low on energy, warmth, or generosity. Her playful enthusiasm usually makes her the center of attention at any gathering. Some people find her intimidating, but to most, she's an inspiration. Despite all the recognition, she is fiercely independent, guided almost solely by instinct. She is in love with life, and her feisty spunk will ensure that any task is completed. She will not accept repayment for her gifts. Her reward is watching others learn and grow. So, as soon as you asked or were starting to come up with your question, I felt this huge, the compassion. And I wasn't sure how many cards you were going to get or what was going on. You know, I thought maybe we'd do a couple or whatever. So, to me, this is almost the whole reading in one card, even though I'm going to keep going. I'm just telling you that as soon as you started looking, because I can tell when you start looking inside for a question, or, you know, that you're searching inside, I can feel that the biggest thing that you need to do is stop fighting with yourself over all this and kind of just surrender to what's happening and give yourself the understanding and compassion and softness that you need right now. Okay? I kind of want to bring this down closer, but it's the first time I'm using this camera set up like this. Is it okay? Or do you think it would be better closer? You let me know, okay? So, oftentimes when we have illnesses, it's our body reacting to our internal being, okay? Or it's from the food and stuff we're eating, or it's just a freak accident, okay? So either way, it's up to you now how you're going to deal with it from now on, because the situation is what it is, okay? And that's what you have to deal with. And so rather than fighting yourself or putting anything on it. It doesn't mean anything. You didn't do anything wrong. Like, don't attach anything to it, and don't make any conclusions about it. Don't set yourself up saying, oh, this is going to be forever, or just don't think anything about it. You're better off just to just this is it, and that's it, you know, and just stay open to the possibilities of change. That's all you need to do, okay? And just be easy on yourself. And if other people don't understand that you have to kind of do things a little bit different now, because your body just wants you to slow down, okay? Just slow down. That's all you need to do. And just take some care. Your self-care is really important. It doesn't matter if other people get mad at you or whatever. You have right now this beautiful opportunity for you to have some intimacy with yourself. Okay? And you can hold yourself in a way that is very special. You know? Because it's kind of what you need to do. Okay? You get that? So spend your time during the day. It's all for you, the whole day. And you just go from thing to thing, just taking care of yourself. And just what needs to be done right now at this moment. You don't have to worry about anything else. You just do what needs to be done right now. For instance, you just make your breakfast. And you slow down. And you just enjoy making your favorite thing. Okay? That's all you have to do. We're never asked to do more than this very minute. It's only your brain and the thinking mind and the analytical mind that runs you off and thinks you have to do all this when you really don't. So then, you know, you take the next task, whatever that is. If it's the dishes that need to be done, then it doesn't matter if it takes you all day long. You just enjoy doing your dishes. Okay? You see the difference between the fight? Now, I don't know what's going to come up next because I feel like that was like the whole reading in one card. But we'll keep going just for kicks, okay? Okay, Donna? Okay. Okay, so this one, ooh, and it's upside down too. Okay, so this one is the past. Let me look for, and she's very, well, let's just see what we get here. Let's just see what she get, because she is abundant creation, but she's upside down. So have you had trouble you have kids? Or what is there? Is there something with there's something with infertility or some kind of lack of abundance, or this is all your past, by the way, sorry. This is your past card, okay? No kids? Okay. So there's some dissatisfaction here, some anxiety, uncertainty, maybe even some infidelity in your relationships. So there's been some struggle in the past, infertility. Okay. Well, that's why this came up then. But do you see how she's holding herself? Do you see her face and how she's kind of snuggled in that blanket? I gotta wait for my leg. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna hold it up here. Let's see. Okay. I'll send you these pictures too, Donna. I gotta get to where I know. Okay. Okay, you see how she's holding herself like that better? This is, again, with the tenderness for you. You really need to, I'm going to try to make these lights better. You really need to spend some time with yourself. Okay? Because of all that stuff in the past. And you really need to just hold yourself in a beautiful way that you can just, you know, nobody else can hold you like you can. And if you're looking for an embrace from someone else that will make you feel better or something, it's you that wants you to come home to yourself, okay? It's not anywhere else. It's you and your own magic and your own, I want to say, God, deity, universe, whatever it is, your own thing. And it's all about just you. That's it. There's nothing else. So this is just a big cry for you to just come home to yourself. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just be there for you. That's all. And that means letting go of a lot of the worldly stuff. The drama and expectations of other people. What they all want from you. Just drop all that stuff. Who cares if they get mad at you? Right now, it's just you need time. Just for yourself. Okay? Okay, so this is you. Oh, look at you, miss. Look at you, miss. Two of Swords. This is you. And kind of your play in all this. So this is the Inner Conflict card. And I knew that already because I can tell you're fighting with all this. You can't have two swords against yourself. You have to stop that miss thing. All right, I'll read you what, I'll read it to you, or I'll tell you whatever you want first. Some of them like me to tell first rather than read first, but okay. Okay, so the conflict always comes from your thinking, okay? Always, always. And so in order to create inner peace and harmony and everything that you're searching for comes from your own thoughts. Everything that you experience is always experienced within you. No matter what happens out here, the experience still is within you by the way you react. Yes? So if you could choose the way you want to feel on the inside every day, how would that be? It would be pleasant, right? So it's not that we have to run from our emotions or any of that stuff, and we can get into that in a minute, but it's that just for you to know that you have the choice how you react to things. And in order for you to keep your peace, you have to make certain decisions so that you can remain at rest. And that's what you need. So some things you're going to have to let go so you can rest. Whether that be an idea, that may be what, you have to keep your house clean all the time or something, and you're beating yourself up because it's a mess and you don't feel like, and then you go through this whole thing, you know, whatever your scenario is. Sometimes you have to give up your ideas of maybe what your relationships should look like, and now you feel like maybe they can't because now you have this thing. It's not so. So you have to make sure that what you're telling yourself is actually true. And after you have an injury like this, the opportunity comes up for you to have intimacy with yourself, especially, and others. Now, because you're in this vulnerable position, and this vulnerability can either be the most beautiful, precious gift that you could have, or you're going to keep up this fighting. So let's read what it says. Okay, there's a conflict between your heart and your mind, and the strategies you have in place are unsustainable, strained, and precarious. You're managing skillfully, but soon you will be exhausted. You must do something. It is not a position one can hold indefinitely. So, are you getting tired yet, miss? Are you getting tired yet, Miss Donna? Though a stalemate may appear better than defeat, the issue can no longer be ignored. So pause, take inventory, and find your way through the struggle. So what you have to realize is that, yeah, it's always perfect. It's always perfect, Donna. So you're wasting your energy battling when you need it for other things. So every time you find yourself in the struggle, just drop it, because there doesn't need to be any struggle. You can just enjoy slowing down, because this is what you needed. And your body's telling you that. If you're not going to slow down, then I'm going to slow you down for you, miss. So don't waste any more energy on fighting. And we already talked about your denial of reality a little while ago. You have this situation, and this is the way it is now. So don't pretend like none of it happened and you're okay and you can just run around and do things like you used to do, because that's not the case. Repressed emotion. So you have some depth work that you have to do, because you haven't let yourself break from this, and that's why your gentleness and softness for yourself hasn't come out. So you need to let yourself break over the despair and the anguish and your heartbreak over your past, what you're doing right now, how your body is, and you need to surrender all of this and give it up. And then you'll be free. Because right now it's weighing on you like this big thing that you have to carry. And you don't. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to. Freedom is always right here. So you just have to learn the surrender. And that's where the trust comes in. The universal trust. Right? There's nothing wrong. Everything is always as it should be. Okay? It sure does. And you can't ever let the mind get a grip on what you're doing, because it's never usually correct. Oh, he's an interesting card. Knight of Wands. This is your community card. This represents the people closest to you and kind of what's going on there. It's restless spirit. So even your community is kind of restless right now. And the people around you. But you know, once you stop this and you take care of this yourself, this will get better. Your surroundings will get better. Okay? So, the Knight of Wands is moved by passion, and his actions are bold, dramatic, and impulsive. He is young, determined seeker, not yet aware that the truth he seeks is inside of him. Just like we said, right? He is adored by others for his loyalty and charisma, which some mistake for confidence. Though he can sometimes be overbearing, he is in need of kindness. He is pure and a faithful ally and will help move things into action. Okay, so this is nice. So this is interesting because this is kind of like what I was telling you about holding yourself in this space of care, kindness, compassion, understanding for yourself, okay? In the midst of all this that's going on around you. The doctors and your pain and, you know, all this and the changes that have to happen because of it and, you know, all this. You need to stay right here, right? Real quiet, just watching, okay? Real soft, just watching, okay? It looks like you have some pretty good friends, though. And are you going to move? Are you thinking about moving, or are you taking a trip or something? Or not? I'm waiting to see. The lag, I know. I still almost feel like this is still about you, even though possibility of moving. Okay. Well, it's there. This is always comes up if there's a move. So you have to make sure that if you're moving, that you don't let the move, you know, upset you. It's fine if you end up moving. Okay? Yeah, there was some indecision here somewhere in here. I can't remember where it was, but I was feeling that decisions need to be made. I think it was this one, that you're not deciding. There's things that you're not deciding, so it's causing you some anxiety. So I just want to let you know that it's okay if you have to move. It's only what you think about it that's going to cause you the stress and how you deal with all of it. So if you move, it's okay. It's just going to take some extra care. So again, you just have to slow down and just give yourself everything you need during the whole time. That's all it's about. That's it. Only taking care of yourself, no matter what the situation is, it doesn't matter. Okay? If you are able to do this for yourself and hold yourself in this space, your husband will be better able to make decisions. But it's tough to decide right now because you're kind of funky. So if you get out of your funkiness and you just take care, let them do what they need to do and do things, and you just take care of yourself, then all this will work itself out. Okay? You had a feeling about it? Well, it's okay if you have to move. You kind of stay out of it. Let them do it. And you just take care of you and your little things that are special to you. And you just relax. And you just let them do it. And if you just take care of you, then you won't be needy, right? And it'll give them the room they need to do these things. So and it's also taking care of them at the same time. Because once you start taking care of you and you're taken care of, well, then you can take care of another. But until you do this, you can't do anything else. There's nothing else. Okay, so 10 of Wands. Ooh, interesting. My goodness. So the 10 of Wands, this one usually is kind of tells you what to do now. It's kind of the answer to your question, you know. And this is interesting because you said you were stuck. This is stagnant energy card. Look, and look where it's at. It's like your bottom chakra, you know, is messed up there. See? So I feel like there's a couple different things you can do for that, but let's read what the card says. It's no wonder you feel stuck because you are. Look. All right, let's do it up here. 1 second. I'm eating an orange. I'm smoking, and I have tobacco and stuff all around. I'm doing incense and everything. I have incense sticks here. This one is Temples of India. I love it. It smells so good. I'm lighting it. And then we'll get to your... Did you freak out? I know. That's a really good card for you to get. I hope you're not in a hurry. I'm enjoying your time. We'll do the Temples of India. All right, so stagnant energy is, like we were talking about, it's a lot to do with your mind. And your perception of your situation right now. But we'll see what the cards say first. Because the only thing I'm getting right now is a chant for you. It's a vibrational chant, and that's the only thing I'm getting right now. And I can send it to you, but let's see what the cards say. All right. Because, I don't know, let's see the chant. Let's see what it says. 10 of Wands, stagnant energy. Success is wonderful, but if left unchecked, it can get it can get away from you. In the 10 of Wands, a man balances, responsibilities, promises, and tasks, all of which he knows intimately. For the moment, they are under control. Oh, yeah. Okay, we discussed this already. That's why. For a moment, they are under control, but holding them has become a burden. You know, you can't continue on like this with all these things that you're trying to do. You pretty much got to drop everything and just take care of yourself. So we knew this. Okay, that's why I'm not getting anything, because we already did it. You are expending a great deal of energy right now, trying to hold things together. Yeah, we knew that. And so this is asking you, I always get ahead of the cards anyways when my mouth goes, and then we're done before I get done. So, but this, I want to get this into your brain now, again, because this card is asking you, at what cost, the way that you're handling the situation right now is there's a cost. So you have to ask yourself, you know, are you going to keep on with it? Because there's a cost here and you have to look at it. Okay? So your original spirit and your creativity that used to show through and was very bright is fading quickly. And it's being swallowed by the entanglement of your obligations. That's why you're so dead. You know, you can't do anything or create anything or have any creative ability whatsoever if you have too much emotional crap on your plate. You're just too full. You're too full of shit, girl. You got to make some room. You got way too much on yourself right now. Way too much. You got to get rid of everything. You got to drop all that stuff. Forget about all that stuff. It doesn't mean anything. None of that stuff that you're carrying matters. None of it matters. You know, we talked about it. You're full of shit, Donna. So, you know, let go of all this. You have to change your attitude that now I've made it. That's what you have to say. I'm finally home. I've made it. And now I get to just rest and allow people to do for you. And enjoy. That's it. No. You can't figure out how to drop it? Okay. Then you need to learn how to do the internal work, because you can literally feel it when you... So I'll show you. Okay, so okay, let's figure this out. Okay, so you can feel all the responsibility you have as far as, like, just say your husband, for example, okay? Or the move, or all these decisions, okay? You can feel them, okay, and all the weight that it is on you. So here's what you do. You, in your mind and in your body, like, imagine them all. I know this sounds dumb, but it's the only way I can explain with these simple words that we have for this incredible work that this is. There's no words, okay? So you kind of have to keep doing it until you hit the feeling. You'll know when you do it, but I'm going to explain what I do. And even sometimes when I do it, sometimes you have to tweak it. It's not the same every time. You got to do it different sometimes. You know, it just depends. But you'll know it immediately. It's immediate relief. And you literally just bundle it up, and I put it on a plate, and I use my mind's eye, and I give the responsibility literally right over to my husband. You just give it to the universe, give it to your husband, give it to whoever you want to give it to, because it's not yours. And you can feel it come right off your body. Right? So just give it to him and let him take care of himself. And you just let him do that. Just pretend for a second that he's not even here. Just pretend that for a minute. If you pretend like that he's not here, you can feel the weight of it just come right off. And you stay there. Can you do that? Pretend. Hi, Cake. Hi, Cake Robinson. Yep, you hit your little $sign down there and you can do, and I'll get you on the list. So far I haven't seen anything come in yet, but it's the Super Chatter Super Stickers. Or you can see my Etsy up there. You can book a private or PayPal there. Let me know if you did PayPal. I'll go check. Okay. You can do it right now with me, Donna. Right here, right now. If you can do it right here, right now, it would be great because I'll be gone, on to the next person after this. Okay? You can do it right here, right now. You don't ever have to wait. You can practice right now while I'm talking, and then just keep doing it because eventually you'll feel it. And you can feel it usually in your stomach. Because it affects your digestion. All your stress and your worries and all that stuff affects your digestion. So I can feel it right away in my stomach. Yep. Just give up that. And then you do the same thing. It's kind of like this. This is what you do. It's all about just leaving the world alone. And you just turn inward and only look at you. Now, do what I'm saying right here, right now. Don't wait. That way, you can feel the relief instantly. You don't look at nothing. You only just turn around and only look at what you're doing, how you want to feel, how you want to make your world, how your day. You only look at what you're doing because you can never, ever control any of this. And it only makes you suffer when you try to, because you can't. You might fix it for a second, and then you go to the next thing, and then it messes up and you got to go back. And you just keep that. You feel this. That's why you're tired. So just leave that there. Turn inward and only, yep. Oh, did you? PayPal link. It's right up there. kellysnow2006@gmail.com. It's right up there in the middle. Right up there on the top, you'll see. Yep, just totally work on just looking at yourself. And every time you look at somebody else, you'll notice it makes you crazy. Because people never do exactly what you would do. They never do exactly how you would do it. They don't do it the way you want them to do it. Right, Donna? And it makes you crazy, yeah? But what you have to realize is, yep, it's right there, Cake. Or you can push the little $sign right there by your, when you talk to me, there's a little $sign. And that's hooked right up. And you can do super stickers or super chat with that. That's what Donna did. And I'm reading her right now. Yep, and you can put that on there. Okay, so so here's what you have to do with that. And this is called flipping, okay? Because all this is all only your perception of things. Okay, so rather than, and this is what you have to do. You only look at yourself, okay? And because that's the only thing that you can do is yourself. And if you look out here, if you do, and you look, you only look with an eye that is divine. Meaning, nothing needs to change. Everything is perfectly made. It's not made to suit you, Everything that's in existence is already perfectly made. So you get to enjoy everything. Otherwise, you're saying, I only want this way, this way, this has to fix this way, this has to be that way. So you're telling the universe, I don't like it like this, so you got to fix it all. You see the difference? And you're keeping yourself in this little box where you're only going to enjoy this if it looks like that. And you're only going to enjoy this part of your life if it works this way. And you're only going to enjoy this if it does this and this and that. And you're limited. So once you realize that, okay, I'm going to just do my thing, and that's really fun because we never get to do our own thing because we're always doing this. So if you skip all that and you just do what you want, yay. And then when you do look out there, you get to look and have everything and enjoy everything just the way it is. You don't have to change anything. And that is a major relief for a person who's always trying to go out here and fix everything, including themselves. So give yourself a break, right? Okay. Let me look. I'm looking for your donation, Miss Cake Robinson. I'm looking on my PayPal, but I don't see anything. I'm looking here. I thought I put it on here. I did last time. My husband probably took it off. I'm going to smack him. I put it on here so I could check during my lives. And he might have taken it off. I'll download my app. Dork. Oh, I have it downloaded already. Okay. Oh, I have to have my husband here to do it. That's why I can't. Okay. Anyways. Oh, my screen. Oh, on my thing. Oh, I'll have to stand up and look. Oh, no, I can't do it. I'll have to look. Yeah, I can't see. I'll have to stand up and do it. Anyways. Did you see it come through? I didn't see it come through, Missy. I'll have to go look on my iPad. Let's see if I can do it on here. Maybe. I can pull it up on my computer, probably. I'm going to give you a, Oracle card, too, if you want, Donna. I'm looking. I got my PayPal up here. Not that you did PayPal, anyways, but I'm looking. Nope. Nothing in there. I spent it all yesterday. I sent flowers to my girl. There we go. Okay, I like to have the PayPal up anyways. Okay, so 10 of Wands. Did we get through that whole thing? I think we did. It's time to use these lessons and wands to fix the situation and restore your balance. Let go of the burdens. Time to reconnect to yourself with the passions and your motivations. Yep. You're taking on too much. You have to learn how to say no. And, you know, everything we talked about here already. So, stagnant energy. That was such a good reading. You had such a good reading. I'll have to send you pictures of your cards. I'm going to take pictures right now because my iPad's busy, so I'm going to use my husband's, and then I'll send them to you. The Empress card is really what I want you to see. I want you to look in her face and feel how she's holding herself so that you can feel what it feels like. And a lot of this, don't forget, you have to break. You haven't broken yet and embraced the anguish of all this and the heartbreak. You're trying to like hold it all together, and that's not the ticket. It's okay to be broken. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I took the pictures for you. Yeah, we're going to do the oracle next. We'll do the pretty little oracle card because the unicorns are so pretty. And they always have the best, and they always follow these right here so well. They always follow so well, right along usually. Which I love. And these cards, sometimes people say or think, see, this is where the brain gets you messed up, even with the tarot cards. People think unicorns, oh, that's silly, or, you know, it's ooey gooey, airy fairy, whatever. But there's depth in everything. It's your job to find it. And unicorns, you know, like I've said before, they kind of picked me, and I'm kind of like that. I like, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it kind of matches me, you know. So that's kind of cute. And I love them. Okay, so let's see what kind of cards you're going to get for this. And this is usually the self-care card, so this will help you. Yeah, me too. I love the unicorn. So this will help you get in touch with, oh, the courage. Oh, so you have some fear. Okay. So if you have some fear, this is your safety card. And so this one really tells me that you really need to hone in on that feeling of being safe. Like holding yourself in that way, feeling like you're there, you know, for yourself. Like give yourself that feeling of being safe. You can feel that way anytime you want to. And fear, I want to talk to you about fear for a second, because fear is only, well, you tell me. You tell me. What is fear? Look at it right now when you're with me. You might as well. And you tell me, what is fear? What is it? Okay? You tell me. We'll talk about it. What is it? Yeah. What if I have another stroke, right? Fear of the unknown. It's always the unknown, right? So getting comfortable with the unknown is what this is telling you to do. Because no matter what's happened so far, you've made it this far, haven't you? You've made it through everything that's happened in all this time, haven't you? And you were fine this whole time. And all the things that have happened to you, you made it through, didn't you? And you will make it through the next thing. So you have to make sure that you start developing your relationship with yourself and the universe, and start building that trust that everything is the way it is. It's okay. So start building that for yourself so that you can feel, you know, that safety. I'm looking it up just to see if anything else comes out, but I know about fear. Well, it says right here, fear is an illusion, and that you need to set strong boundaries and that you're safe. So fear is always an illusion. So the situation requires you to respond from a place of love, courage, and to trust that you are safe. So this does go back to your reading. It's the same kind of message. So fear has been used to control you throughout lifetimes to ensure that you never get too powerful. The media bombards us with stories that can lower our vibe, and many of us have, as children, have been programmed to believe the world is unsafe. So the unicorn guide here is this lady here. The unicorn and her guardian call on you now to rise into your power in order to shatter the illusion of fear. When you remember who you are, an infinite, powerful being who can never truly be harmed, you become untouchable. So you have to dig pretty deep right now and get to a place of your state of being so that you can get to that untouchable spot that we talked about earlier, just staying right here and holding your space. So journey now into the knowledge that the world you live in is loving and kind, that others can be trusted, and that you are always protected. When you do this, you are free to live with an unshakable sense of security. So remember how we talked about perception, okay? So your perception of the world is that it's tough, right? You know? So now it's telling you, just like that card was, the Empress card, it's like it's time for the shift. You've got to change it up. The taking care of yourself completely flips all of that, because well, it does, because it's not what you're doing right now. Right? So in doing that, that'll naturally make you feel safe, because you're holding yourself in that nice way, right? Okay, so when you do this, you're free to live with an unshakable sense of security, which is really nice. So you can pursue your dreams more fearlessly and take risks, knowing you can create the results you want and have no need to be afraid. So you can call on the unicorns anytime to walk every step of the way with you, beside you. Listen as they remind you to become courage, stand in your power, and trust that you are safe. So, you know, they're really asking you to just, you know, heal your wounds, forget about the past. Let's just create this nice little safety bubble for ourselves. And, you know, that's just what you need to do. So, yeah, that was really good. That was really good. I love it. Usually I do 3 of these. We could do one more. Oh, support. Well, that's what you need. Asking for help, getting more rest, and nurturing yourself. We already knew this, but I have a feeling you don't like to ask for help. So you better start asking for help if you need it, especially if you end up moving. And make sure you take enough time, you know, for everything. And you don't do very much, you know, just worry about your special little things and that's it. And you just let everybody else do what they need to do. Okay? Thanks for coming. I am gonna look in my thing and see if I see. No, it would come up on my screen if, yeah, see. Oh, Cake took her. I don't see anything from Cake. She said she donated, but I don't see it anywhere. And then she retracted her thing, so I don't think she's here anymore. Oops. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I don't think she's here anymore. Well, it was all for you today, Miss Donna. See? It was all for you today, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Donna. You're very sweet to me. Very sweet to me. Thank you. Thank you, Miss. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you too, Donna. I was thinking of, I like TikTok. Have you ever been on TikTok? It's kind of fun. I was thinking of doing this on TikTok. It's funner. All right. Thanks for stopping in.